Hello everyone, my name is Anton, and today we got some updates from Craft. So Victor at Craft, he sent out an update in their Slack channel with an update on the different things that they're bringing out as far as styles, task manager, and collections here. And this is actually some good news. First, he starts off by thanking the community for all the feedback, the ideas, and the bug reports, and that his team has been working pretty hard behind the scenes, fixing things up and improving on things as we approach the end of the year, which they're still trying to get this new version 3 release out by the end of the year. So he's saying here early next week we will release the first beta iOS version for iPhone and iPad with styling, task management, and collections. So it will be a read-only version at first, which is somewhat of a bummer, but they're really trying to take this slow and make sure that they get this right. So bringing it out in read-only mode to get some feedback on it is probably a good way to go about it. Crawl, walk, and then run. I think it's a good idea. I don't know exactly how long they're going to have it in this read-only mode here, but hopefully it's just a week or maybe 2 at most that they do this. Then they also have the web app where they're going to release it through the beta.craft.do and a Windows version, which will be a standalone version of the beta for Windows. So this is all good news here, but it gets even better. So the following week, it says, as we mentioned, we want to start slow with collections. With this next iteration, we plan to add block links and relation support. So this is one of the big things that was missing out of the initial release of collections, which has been relations. So it was really hard to see how much functionality and value these collections would bring, which right now are essentially just inline databases. If you equate it to what Notion gives you, they're basically the same thing. But again, it's in beta. I only got to see and use the first iteration. When this second version comes out and it has this additional functionality with block links and relation support, once I get my hands on that, I'm definitely going to run it through its paces as much as I can, and then report back and give some feedback and updates to the community on that there. And then it says the V3 timeline and feedback. We are still aiming to release V3 publicly this year, so all your input and ideas are considered when deciding where to focus in the remaining week. And then it says in the next couple of days that he will also go back and answer some of the follow-up on posts that were put out there, and he's wishing everyone a happy Friday or a nice Friday and weekend. So I think this is an actually good post and update to the next version of Craft. And so far from what they've released, I think it's actually some really good stuff that's coming out that will come out of beta. And even though it's not that full-blown objects implementation or capability that many people were looking for in the community, I think this will be still a good sweet spot. And the fact that they separated the task management piece out from it, I think was also a great idea. Now, if we take a look at the calendar here, they've kind of made some changes to the view here, and right now you can kind of turn on the daily notes from this view. You can turn off the active tasks that are shown, and then you can come in here and you can kind of set up your actual calendars and things like that from this view. But you get this nice day view here. They make it pop out in front of you here, and everything else is kind of grayed around it. And you get to see your calendar events that you've set up to be shown here. I can quickly come in here and create a task if I need to from here. And if I want to create a daily note, we can do it from here as well. So let me actually create the daily note, and we'll just put some text in there and then go back. And okay, so after it's created, we can see it just shows up here. So again, the look and feel of this is starting to really come together, from the calendar, the task management that you have coming out of here, and then even the collections, which I kind of went through in another video. I haven't expanded on some of this here, but I did have a little bit additional things that I've been doing in here on these test ones. Let me actually show something. I hadn't intended on showing this in this particular video, but one thing you can also do here, like if you're going to be importing stuff into these collections, one thing would be nice to have is an actual importer built into the application. But if you have, say, I'm gonna come in here in Excel and just show this here on screen. And if I come in here and let's put in, let's go ahead and put in some items there, and then let's say whatever, column 2 here, and actually start out with 1 so it increments the way I want it, and we'll start there. I can copy paste from here and then paste this over into this particular table. So at least it's good to see that you can copy and paste information from somewhere else over in here. The only thing is that if you, so like over here I had 18 items that I copied, but you only have 13 here, so it doesn't create any additional rows when you're doing this copy paste type deal. So if you have information that you're porting over from another application like a spreadsheet, then you will have to manually enter everything in, which is kind of disappointing. But again, this is just a beta, so hopefully this importing data into here that you might already have becomes better. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. If you like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, have a nice day.